Hi everyone, Harvey here, K5HRV. Let me show you something. Come on. Welcome to beautiful Austin, Texas. I don't know about you, but when I think about my beautiful home, Austin, Texas, I think about 5 winter storms in 5 days, 7 inches of snow and ice on the ground, but mostly I think about the power outages because, you know, that's what's happening here in Austin, Texas, and all across the state of Texas. And I'm not going to get into all of the political arguments that have already begun here in the state. Those will happen, and things will get sorted out in the ways that only Texans can sort them out. I'm sure there will be bloodshed, and there probably should be. But the reason I was inspired to finally getting around to making another video, and yes, I know it's been a long time and I've been lazy and I haven't done it, but here it is. This snow event, which has made national news, where the state of Texas just completely dropped the ball, and we had these long periods of no power at all in our homes, followed by a little bit of power. You know, we'd get electricity for an hour or two, and then go away again for a good long time, and that just went on for days. And today, what is today? Thursday, the 18th of February, 2021. This is the first day that we've had electricity without interruption since early this morning. And could it go out again? Absolutely it could. I have no idea if it's going to or not, but my hope is the worst is behind us, and the forecast is saying that it's going to warm up and all of this should melt off here pretty soon. I mean, it looks like Pennsylvania out there. It's nuts. It's absolutely crazy. And our grid was not ready for it. But as you all know, this is exactly the kind of situation that I got into ham radio for, and that I've been preparing for with ham radio and with other preparations for a long time. And I want to let you guys know how it went, what worked, what new ideas I thought of. There were some things that I'm thinking, wow, I should have thought about that because I didn't think about them. I'm going to tell you about them. And then, of course, I want your comments down in the comments section saying, oh, hey, and you forgot about this. And, oh, by the way, that idea you said was such a great idea. It's a really bad idea. I want to hear all of that stuff. Before any of that, though, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that little bell so you get notifications when my videos come out. And I get the feeling this is going to be a series of videos talking about the Texas winter storm event that started on Valentine's Day. It's the Valentine's Day blizzard. Ooh. You want to know who thinks that this whole winter event is amazing? The Border Collie thinks it's amazing. She will go out into the snow and just start bounding around, and she just thinks this is fantastic. Didn't care if the power is on or off. Truly an example of strength in the face of the storm. Okay, yes, there's my little Eton radio like everybody else has. And it was good when the power was out to listen to radio, and mostly for entertainment, not so much for information. But that was really good for morale. So me and the family would sit around the fire. We have a gas fireplace, and gas was on the whole time, so we were able to stay warm there. And a gas water heater, which kept, so we could take hot bath, hot shower anytime we wanted. Okay, the big orange box, my pride and joy. This came in extremely handy, and not so much for the ham radio that's on it. I'm sorry, I've got cords all over it because I had it in use until just a couple hours ago, and then I just brought it in here and set it down on the daybed, and haven't put everything back together yet. But it's the battery inside, and the fact that I installed all of these USB power ports right here, I was able to keep everybody's phones charged, and boy, were they glad about that, because we were able to get a cell signal, I would say about 2/3 of the time when the power was out. Also, I want to put a little plug in for these cool little things. I got these off of AliExpress.com. But you know what? They're pretty cheap on Amazon too. So if I get more of these, I'll probably get them on Amazon. So it's a little USB light, and you just plug it into a USB port, any USB port, and they light up. They're pretty bright. They're flexible, so you can point them any direction that you want, and that's really cool. And I had this plugged into the wall outlet and set up so that it would automatically keep charging the 12-volt battery that I have under the panel here anytime the power did come back on. So I didn't miss out on keeping that battery charged. The battery stayed charged. It's a 12-volt, 12-amp-hour battery I have. I think it's 12-amp-hour. I have to go back to the old video and check, or open up the panel, but I'm too lazy to do that right now. But this really worked out well. So I was pretty happy about that. Of course, oh, if you heard, here comes the cat. Oh, man. What? What do you want? Anyway. So the voltmeter, extremely important to have, simply because I was able to tell, you know, where was the battery at, what charge level did I have while the power was out, to see if I was about to run out, and if I needed to put a backup 12-volt battery, which I happen to have in there, if I had to swap them out. So there's that. So there's really not too much more to tell about the winter storm event here in Texas. I mean, I could go into detail being dramatic about, oh, it was so dark at night and we were afraid and we didn't know when the power was going to come back on and all that stuff. You can pretty much fill in the blanks yourself. We were fine. We have coats. We never even had to use them. We used a whole bunch of candles to keep the house warm. Candles produce a surprising amount of heat for their size. You can cook with candles. We didn't, but we could have if we needed to. I have lots of propane camping equipment that we used outdoors. Well, we did use it outdoors to do some cooking, but if we were just going to boil a pot of water just real quick, and our house is pretty open and spacious, I wasn't too worried about fumes or losing oxygen or getting carbon monoxide poison or anything like that. So we did use cooking implements, propane, inside a couple of times, but just briefly. And we made sure that it was all very, very well ventilated. I'm pretty paranoid about that kind of stuff. So I wasn't, if I'm not worried about it, it's probably not a problem because I'm a worrier. Anyway, one of the things that people have been asking in the comments on my videos for quite some time has been a parts list for, there it is, that thing. I keep thinking, okay, I got to get around to doing that eventually. Well, I think I shall do that now. So what I'm going to do is in the comments section, I'm going to put a list of all of the items I bought along with links to where I got each of the components in order to build the big orange box. Because it's been a while since I ordered some of the parts, you know, like a year and a half or something like that. Some of those, you know, some of the links are dead, and they don't, especially on AliExpress. I mean, the sellers on AliExpress, you know, they'll change links or they'll sell a different version of the same thing, you know, just 2 months after you buy it or something like that. But I will give you enough information about things that I can't link to, the components that are in this thing, to where you can absolutely figure out where, you know, where to get a similar component that'll do exactly the same thing as the component that I have inside that big orange box. And with that, I will sign off and start thinking about what part 2 of this little video series is going to be. And if you have ideas, leave it in the comments. See ya. You having fun in the snow? Oh goodness, are you having fun in the snow? Oh, yes, you are having fun in the snow.